Welcome to Philanthropy in Focus, where we shine a light on the people and organizations making a difference in our communities. I'm your host, Carrie Miller, Director of Philanthropy and Business Development at Heritage Wealth Advisors. And today we're honored to be joined by my friend, Martha Quinn, Chief Development Officer at the Science Museum of Virginia. Thanks for joining us today, Martha.
Hi, Carrie. Thank you so much for having me.
To start, why don't you share a little about your organization's mission and the role it plays in our community?
Thank you very much. I'm thrilled to be working here at the Science Museum of Virginia, where we inspire all Virginians to enrich their lives through science. We just finished up this past fiscal year with over 590,000 guest visits experiences. We have so much that we're offering here, and it's just a plethora of educational opportunities, time where we spark curiosity for our guests. We are going to be celebrating 50 years of being a beloved Richmond institution in 2027. And I know everybody says this, but truly, we have something for everyone here. As Tim Schulpertum, our Virginia C. Ellett Deputy Director of Education, says, if you're having fun with science, then you just aren't doing it right.
So, every organization has moments that define its impact. What's something you and your team are especially proud of, whether it's a program, a milestone, or a personal story?
I think that we're just most excited that we truly welcome everyone. We have programming for individuals from birth to the end. We have a really robust seniors program where we welcome those individuals who are, at a later stage in their life and still want to be educated. They want to have new experiences. They want to learn new things. We have Minds of All Kinds events that are offered throughout the year where we welcome people with differing abilities. And we have specialized time for them to come and interact with the museum with the sounds a little muted and our lights a little dim. And if you're somebody with autism or perhaps a veteran with PTSD, you can still come and enjoy the museum with your family. Everyone in the community really can find a place for themselves here. We also have green space that keeps expanding. We're transforming what was once asphalted parking lots into green space so that you can come into the downtown Richmond community and put your feet in the grass and learn about your environment around you. We just are really excited that we spark curiosity every day. Another thing I'm proud about is that, we honor our past. If people don't know, we were the original train station here in Richmond, and we do that by hosting an annual model railroad exhibit in November. But we're also really looking to the future. We're developing programs that are looking, how do we teach everyone about artificial intelligence? If you're 80 or if you're 10, how do you decipher if this information is accurate and how can you use it in your own life? We're talking about robotics. We're talking about food. We just have amazing space here. We also have maker spaces where you can come and really put your hands on things and create and design things all on your own. We have the mix, which is reserved for our teenagers, and adults are not allowed. But we also have the Forge that welcomes all of our members at any time, and it's open to guests daily for programming. And we're really at a point where we're expanding because we are almost reaching our limit of having the number of people come through our doors on an annual basis. So that's what our future is looking like.
I bet everybody wants to be there during the summer when it's so hot outside.
Oh, yes. We're very busy right now.
For those listening who feel inspired, what are some meaningful ways people can get involved through volunteering, giving, or even just spreading the word?
Well, I say first, come. Come here and find out what's happening. We have the dinosaur exhibit going on right now. We have Legos. We have a lot of permanent parts of our exhibitions. We want you to be a member. Being a member is really one of the essential foundations to be able to support the mission of the museum on an annual basis. We love that individuals can come and volunteer personally or with their companies. You can also seek team building opportunities for your family or for professional cohorts. maybe you need to rent a space for your milestone event, or maybe your company is looking to do something here. We have lots of really great rentable space where you can be in a unique experience environment. And we have lots of opportunities for people to support us through their own philanthropy. You can invest in our East Green project, which is going to be the last phase going down DMV Drive. You can invest in science education programming for all kinds of individuals, or you could help ensure access for those populations who might face barriers to visiting the museum. I say if you love science, we can find a space for you. No pun intended.
What would you say is your organization's greatest need right now? And how can supporters make the biggest difference at the Science Museum?
Well, we are looking to be celebrating 50 years of the Science Museum serving the state. In 2027, we're going to be celebrating that in many, many different ways. And we're going to be launching a philanthropic campaign where we're going to be really investing in our endowment, making sure that we have long-term financial stability to deliver all of the wonderful programming that we do. We want to expand our actual physical building. We're going to add an education center. We're going to add a restaurant. We're going to be adding the additional expansion of the green. And we really want to be able to have the resources to be able to provide the additional educational opportunities that this space will allow for us. And we really have an audacious goal. We want to ensure that every child within a 1 hour radius of the museum can come here and explore, removing any barriers that they may face. And we think that a financial investment that would perhaps endow this opportunity would really be an amazing way to serve Virginia as we move forward. We also have a new science museum that's being built in Loudoun County. We have 3 different sites for the Science Museum, one in Danville, and the one here in Richmond, and one in Loudoun County. So that's going to be an incredible addition to come online in 2027. We welcome having conversations with individuals who want to see where they might fit in our mission. And, we have lots of different ways for that to happen. And I would love to talk to anybody out there who wants to learn more.
Thanks. If you could sit down with every donor or potential supporter and encourage them to ask one question, what do you wish it would be?
I would probably say, how do I get involved? What difference can I make? And I think that we sometimes overlook or take for granted how science is ever present around us. I used to raise money for engineering programs, so I can't help myself but wander into a space or even pick up my telephone and think, wow, an engineer helped to design this or create this. I think science museums in our community and our incredible Commonwealth, this is the place where that engineer, that doctor, that researcher, that teacher, that educator, the paleontologist, the marine scientist, where that person perhaps was first exposed to an idea and an experience that said, oh, wait, science is interesting, it's fun, and it's all around me. So if you want to push innovation in our state, if you want to invest in the future of a healthy and remarkable population, if you want to spark curiosity in everyone around you, then I think that you want to be involved with us. And we can find a way to link your desires with the things that are happening here so that you can support our mission.
That's great. So Martha, looking to the future, does the Science Museum have any bold goals or big dreams for the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I just shared a little bit with you.
Mm-hmm.
What I often think about is what are we doing to make sure that we're exposing people to science, but we don't want to knock you over the head with this idea. As our CEO, Rich Conti, says, we're really the marketing agency for science. So we want to take really complex ideas and make them simple and make them interesting so that you might have an experience here within the museum and walk away and maybe not realize exactly what you just learned or what kind of little bit of information we explored until you're thinking about something later. You're thinking about throwing away a plastic bag, or you're thinking about a concept that you're using at work or at school, or even just driving your car that might be an electric vehicle or a self-driving car. But maybe you'll find something that will be interesting to you. And so the bold ideas we have are, how do we continue to really bring that kind of exploration and adventure to the scientific theories that are really critical to whatever the future might hold. And we want that to be happening here in Virginia in a robust way. So building the new education center, adding to our programming, making sure that every child in our state gets access to the Science Museum. These are some of the things that we want to be able to do, and make sure that we're driving our economy and our health and our communities in very consumable ways for everyone.
That's great. Well, I really need to bring Will out there to see the dinosaurs before they leave. So I'll be sure to let you know when we do that. But thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story and the Science Museum of Virginia story. And for those of you who want to learn more or get involved, we've included links in the show notes.
Well, thank you very much. You bring Will, and I make sure he will have a great time.
I know you will. Thanks, Martha.
You're welcome. Thank you, Carrie.